So Bill, we're talking after a third win on the spin and ahead of a top four tussle at Bradford on Friday night. Reactions first of all to Sunday and another fantastic victory for the team.
Yeah, I mean it was a hard-fought contest, wasn't it? You know what I mean? And but we're grinding out the wins. And 2 points off the top. You know, who would have thought that last season? You know, when we were coming into this last season, I remember just thinking, oh, everyone keeps telling us that, you know, you yo-yo, you'll end up back into League One. But we recruited, we've been smart, I think, and we're 2 points off the top. And, you know, I think we'll keep on pushing and we'll keep on doing what we're doing, George.
We'll come on to Bradford, but it's another great test of the team. You've spoken before about how exciting this team is and how it deserves to be watched by more. I guess if we're picking flaws in the last couple of wins, it's that they weren't watched by as many people as we would like.
Yeah, I mean it's very disappointing, and now the excitement should be building towards where we're going to finish, the playoffs, etc. Because we will be in the playoffs, and I said this last time, we will be in the playoffs, and that has been our intention and our goal, and we're going to reach that. And we're now going to set a campaign up, because there's all this talk with the RFL about, you know, Super League and everything else, and we're going to set this campaign up, the journey to Super League for Oldham, and it's another massive, huge step forward for this club that was not even in anyone's horizon 2 years ago. So to be actually sat here now, George, having this conversation with you and talking about the journey to Super League, you know, it's mind-boggling, really.
Yeah, 12 months on from trips to Cornwall, we're preparing to hopefully go and win at Bradford, and who knows, be, in terms of the points table, best qualified outside of Super League, you know, top of the pile. That's incredibly swift progress. Has it surprised even you?
Yes and no, because we're always driving and because we're always pushing forward. I suppose the expectation is, no, I want to be at the top, and I want to be at the top of the pile. I don't want to be at the bottom of the pile. So that's where I expect to be, and, you know, we put the pressure on Mike, we put the pressure on Sean, we put the pressure on the guys. And without that pressure and keep building and building and building, you've a tendency to maybe slip backwards. So no, it's not really surprised me, because I see what the quality is. I see what the hard work of you guys, what everyone does at the club. You know, it's all progression. So yeah, I think we are where we are, and I'm happy with it.
So the bigger picture then, and you know, a lot of talk at the moment about where we're heading as a sport, not just here at Oldham. Super League on and off the field is the dream, whether that's a 12-team Super League, whether that's a 14-team Super League. I guess we're waiting to find that out. I don't know what you're hearing on that, but where do you feel we are as a club in that conversation?
Well, Super League will either be next year, in my estimations, 12 or 14. 14 might be the year after, but it'll certainly be in the next year or two that we'll go to 14, I believe. Where Oldham are is, we are there, we're being considered, we're being talked about, we have every right to be knocking on the door of Super League, and we're as good as what is there in the Championship to go into Super League. And the things we're doing off the pitch are what is going to get you into Super League, but there's just one massive, huge problem we have. We have, George, a fantastic following of diehard fans, which we love to bits, and you know, they turn up in all kinds of weathers and they do absolutely everything that they possibly can and want to see the success of the club. The problem is that is not going to get us into Super League. It's just no way. We have a fantastic away following, and clubs want to see us come, and clubs talk about Oldham because of their away following, because we bring something to the table. But however we do it, we have to do it together. So, you know, whether that's leaflets, whether that's media, whether that's, you know, I don't know, kidnapping people, I don't know, but we need to put 3,000 people through them gates on a more regular basis, because that is the one thing that this club is going to fall down on, going to Super League. Everything else I can control, Mike can control, we can control, you guys with the media. We're doing everything. What we can't control is how many people come through them gates, them turnstiles. And that to me is just so disheartening, with the goals and the drive we've got as a team off the pitch, and the team on the pitch, what they deserve, the signings that we're making for next year, which I can't divulge at this moment in time, but Have we ever gone backwards in our signings since we started? No. So we're going forwards. But that's not sustainable. We need more fans. We need more proper volunteers that's going to come in and help us during the week. That's not just going to come and do an hour or two, and when it suits, and I can't do it for this week and next week and the week after, but I can do it in 3 months' time. We need to build this club. There's other clubs out there in Championship and they've got 10 full-time volunteers working. We just need more help. We need to work as a town. And I asked the question, are we a football town now? Have we lost our way with the rugby? Is that what it is? Is that where we are? And if we are, then realistically we're going to be back at a Sedgley Park or a White Bank, and we're going to yo-yo between Championship and League One. And that's maybe where we're going to be. Do I want that? Not on your life. Have we not put all this effort and this hard work and this expense to get out of that? But we just need the town of Oldham. We need the extra couple of thousand to come through them turnstiles and back us and help us on our journey to Super League. Because 2 years ago, there was no journey to Super League. A year ago, there was no journey to Super League. But now, and where we are and where we're going, we are not only... I don't want to knock on the door, I want to kick the door in. And we're going into Super League, but I need the fans to turn up. I need the town to turn up.
So the question that you've already answered in terms of our Oldham Super League ready, it's yes, almost. There's that piece, that really important piece of the jigsaw left that we need you guys to fill.
100%. We just need the people of Oldham to just remember there's not just a football club, and they've done great and everything else, but just imagine if we've got that football club doing great, but imagine at Boundary Park we're playing Super League. Just imagine that. For the people that have passed, that are no longer here, that all they've ever dreamed of for so long is for the club to get into Super League, and all we need is the people to turn up. So I say to everybody that comes every week, that comes and supports us, go and get some more fans, please. Come and help us. We'll do our bit as well. We'll keep doing what we can to get more fans, but we need more fans through them turnstiles. We need to show Super League, because what I don't want to do is do everything else, put the team there, put everything there, off the field, the whole lot, put everything there for Super League to say, well, there's the excuse, because you don't have the fans. Your fan base is no good. The broadcaster won't want it. We need to seriously move in the direction of getting fans through the gates. Proper fans that are going to come, that are going to pay, that's going to support us, that's going to move this club to the next level.
Final thought then. There'll be fans, you mentioned it before, and it'll be a great atmosphere Friday night back on the field. That's going to be a test on the field of exactly where we are right now.
Oh yeah, it'll be a test, but I just feel that with a fair wind and the lads up for it, that we've every right to win that game, and we go into it to win it, as you know, for everything, and we will do our best, and I'm optimistic, and let's see what happens.